Hello friends, welcome to Tech Byte series. In this series, we are gonna teach and we are gonna learn about software testing concepts for the beginners. Let's get started. So, on the day one, let's try to understand the software testing. So, this is nothing but the introduction to software testing. So, what is testing? So, before we go for the understand and deep dive into the software testing, let's understand in general what is testing. So, as we said, as we documented, the testing is a measurement process to check the quality or the performance or the reliability of something, especially before putting into widespread use or practice. What it means. Let's take an example. Assume we bought a refrigerator. So, what is the function of the refrigerator? We know we have to keep something, whether vegetables or fruits, something in the fridge so that they will be at a particular temperature so that they won't get spoiled. But before we deliver the refrigerator to the end customer, the company has to make sure they perform certain operations, certain activities to make sure the refrigerator meets the understanding or the expectation of the customer so that it's a bug free and it performs as it expected. That is nothing but the testing. The similar way, when it comes to what is software testing, it could be an application or a product or a system before delivering into the end customer for their use. At the same time, we have to make sure we perform certain types of activities in a predefined process to make sure the application meets the expectation of the customer. That means the actual results of the application or the product meets the expected results and it's a bug free. That is called the software testing. So now let's see what are all the, before going to the software, deep dive into the software testing, let's try to understand what is the different types of software development life cycles available. There are different types of software development life cycles are there in the industry. The widely known and the well known were the waterfall, agile, spiral, and V model. There are some other models also, but the mainly used are the waterfall and agile. And these days, agile is the very known and very well going, and it's widely used by most of the industries. Either it is a waterfall model or agile model, the internal concepts remain same, but the operation, how it is going to be used is a little bit different. We are not going to understand and deep dive into the each and every model of the software development lifecycle, but let's try to understand at the overall overview of what is the software development lifecycle and what are all the different phases before we deep dive into testing. If you see, there are standard method, the life cycle models. One is the planning phase, analysis, design, implementation, testing, integration, and the maintenance. Let's see what is planning phase. In the planning phase, it is basically to determine the scope of the application or the system or the product, whatever we are going to develop. And also, if the system is about to, an existing system has to be enhanced, so in that case identifying the problem statement, or even for the new system to identify what is the problem, in that case then we come to know what is the solution we need to apply. At the same time, we plan about the resources. The resources could be human resources, they could be software, they could be hardware, anything. And the cost applied for the resources as well as the software development, and the time, by what time we are going to deliver the project or the application, and finally the benefits or the outcome, what we are going to achieve as part of the software development. These are all the things discussed in detail as part of the planning phase, then followed by the analysis phase. In the analysis phase, it is going to be understanding of the functional requirements of the customer or the application, whatever we are going to do. So in this phase, we are going to deep dive into the requirements phase. We analyze and we understand and we document, and also we are going to understand what kind of softwares we are going to use. And the next followed by the design and implementation phase. In the design phase, we come to the logical system development. We understand, okay, how the system, it could be the prototyping or the pseudo coding. This all comes into the design phase. When it comes to the implementation, which is nothing but the coding and development phase. So where we actually develop the application, what the customer is looking, what the requirements are, and then followed by the testing phase. So here the testing phase, it is confirming the application or the system is bug free and it meets the user requirements. And the last phase is maintenance phase. Once the testing everything is completed, the application will be delivered to the end customer and it will be in use in the production system. So during that phase, if there are any minor enhancements or if any small bugs comes into picture, those will be developed, and also if there are any fine tunings to the application, that will be done during the system is in operation or is it in use. These are all the different phases of software development life cycle. With this session, we are going to conclude our day one of our software testing for the beginners. Thank you for watching. In the next video, we are going to deep dive and we are going to go into the testing concepts and different types of testings and the several videos and the upcoming videos. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, if you like the session, please like, comment. Thank you all.